Welcome back. As always, this is Kondrik. So one thing that happened between episodes, I realized that there was a slight problem with the redstone here. So I figured I'd show you guys real quick what the issue is. The problem that I was having is I had this detecting when there was overflow in the hopper, so things couldn't go into the chest. And I had it detecting when there was spare wood to go, or spare logs to go into the furnace, and both of those conditions would open. It would allow the charcoal chest to open. The problem, however, is that both of those conditions essentially require the charcoal chest to already be completely full, because there's not going to be a backlog of logs unless there's nowhere for the charcoal to go, and there's not going to be a backlog of charcoal unless there's nowhere for the charcoal to go. So I did keep both of those comparators there, and they're both still hooked up. I had to drop that line down a little bit and rearrange it a little bit, but they're both still hooked up, and they still do what they're supposed to do. But I added a third condition that unlocks the charcoal retrieval chest, and that is this comparator right here, which behind that block is the top hopper that goes straight to the furnace. So if the hopper that goes to the furnace is full enough to have the comparator push power all the way around to turn off that torch, then there's enough backlog of charcoal to justify letting people have access to any that goes into the chest. I currently don't have enough lumber in the system yet for there to actually be any charcoal in the chest, but as you can see, this hopper is almost full, and once that fills up, for every 8 new charcoal it makes, it'll only be using 1 old one. So basically, there'll be a surplus of 7 for every 8 logs that go in. And that's what I'm hoping for. And now the real thing is, the real project... Oh, yes, I also added an output for the donations chest. Ooh. And somebody's been making some donations. Yay! I was not expecting that at all. But yeah, so I've got an outflow with some hoppers to the donations chest, and I've built a little bit more. This is actually going to be a room right here for the tree farm, and I started building out an area for the tree farm. I did a little bit more off camera than I intended to, but I was up late, not ready to sleep, and I was just kind of going for it. And so I created this little space right here, which is just a space. It's not really anything. And I added these planters here with the trees in them, sculpted trees. I actually built that one to look like this one. This one I trimmed a little bit. And under this little balcony area, I added upside down stairs to just make it look like it's curving up and shaping outward. And then what I've just been doing the last few minutes is setting up the border of the wall. Let me see where I don't have enough stairs. Let me get some stairs real quick. There's a lot of cobble in there. More stone bricks. Okay. So what I want to do, and I'm going to only do a little bit of this on camera, and the rest I'll cut and I'll come back. The more important part is the redstone and the rail system that I'm going to use to collect the drops. It actually took me a little while to figure out how exactly I wanted to do it. But what I'm going to do here, actually let me start in the back. Starting right here, I've got, coming off that top roof, I have a stair down, and then a slab across the top, so it's still not a spawnable area. And then there's another stair and an upside down stair. And what I want to do is I'm going to have that stair go like that, this one go upside down. And this is going to be a slab all the way across the top here. And that will be the top of the outer wall. As you can see, I already set it up in this corner here. And I'm going to do that all the way across to that corner and then around to the front. And then underneath here, what I decided I was going to do, I was messing around with it a little bit. I really liked the way it turned out. So that's what I'm going to try to do, is go with this pattern here. I have seen walls like this in older architecture, and I think it's kind of cool. I wasn't even really trying for it, but then I saw what it looked like, and I thought that it would be a great kind of a courtyard banner style, or a barrier, whatever. So basically it's normal, upside down, normal, upside down, normal, upside down, and so on, all the way across, and then the same exact thing on top of each other. So that'll be down, and then that'll be up. Oh, well, that's fine too. Oop, that didn't work. Okay, I gotta go from this side. But yeah, so I'm going to, and this will actually be really great because it'll protect me from zombies as I'm building. But let's see. So that's alright. So we go normal stair, normal stair, normal stair, upside down, and upside down, and so on all the way across. And it'll create this really nice stone lattice look all the way around the border. And so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to finish up this wall. I'm actually going to have to cut down these trees. I needed the lumber so that I could fill up the charcoal farm, and that's why the trees are here. But I need to cut them down, and I actually have to dig down a couple blocks here. Let me I have to dig down under here because I'm going to have a rail, and oh, it's expensive. I've got multiple stacks of normal rail and almost 2 stacks of powered rail plus a couple detectors, and I will go into the details of how that all works when I have stuff cleared out and I'm ready to set up the rail system. I'm sure it's an inefficient system. I know it's an inefficient system as far as the cost versus the value, but it was fun to design, so I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish this wall here, and I'll be back when I've cleared the trees and dug the hole, and when I'm ready to begin the automation or the prep for the automation process. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it right here, and I will be right back. the walls are in place. The ground is carved out. I even made trenches for redstone torches. I know I could use levers to power the powered rail and save on some redstone, but it would be a lot more work to put them in place because I'd have to put them upside down underneath on the blocks underneath the track. So what I'm going to do is get out some of this rail and let's clear the inventory. Everything I can. Get that. I will need the detector rail, but not quite yet. What I am gonna need is a bunch of torches. Redstone torches. So let's see how far this will get me. That should be quite a few. Yes. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. There's going to be a docking station back in this back room for the cart. And it is going to... Actually, I need to... Cat has to scratch right when I'm recording. Okay, let me grab hoppers, because I'm going to need to put these down before I can put the rails down. I need 2 hoppers right now. I may change that. Probably not. But I need... Let's see, where do I want... Yeah, the item elevator can start right here. That will work fine. I can go underneath the hill out there. So what I need to do is I need... there. Okay. So, item... Let me see. Okay, like that. The dropper will go there. But right now I'm just going to go like that. And there. I'm going to need a powered rail and a detector rail. I knew I was free. I do need the detector rails. Okay, so I'm a little bit out of it right now. But yeah, actually I forgot to start my timer too, so this might be a little bit longer of an episode. So detector rail here. Powered rail here, and skip one, give it a couple powered rails up like that, a normal rail, and I'm going to put one of those torches right here. Now I'm not powering this rail because I'm going to have a detector like so that goes under this, and is that right? Okay, it's going to I'm gonna have to sort out some of the redstone a little bit, but you'll see. Okay, sorry about that. I kind of zoned out a little bit there. Just trying to think, because this is laid out. This is going to be laid out a little bit different from how I've got it in my test world. I'm going to have... That's the outbound rail. This will be the inbound rail. So that's going to come down here. It's going to turn like so. Good. Didn't really want to have a gap, but that doesn't matter because that's under... Okay, good. Alright, so this will come along here. And there will be a detector rail. Oh, that's the problem. Okay. I need to change this. I need to go here. sorry. My test world, obviously in creative, so things are a little bit different. But what I need to do is I need to have this rail come down here. Oh, not powered. Not powered. Normal. Come down here. Detector rail right here. And there. Actually, I should make at least 2 or 3 of these into powered rails. Like so. And this will be hopper minecart. I have tested. I can actually have 2 hopper minecarts going on the system at all times without too much bouncing and stuff. So this is the launching section, launching area. I'm actually going to have to gather some more resources because I forgot I need a sticky piston. But anyway, I will be right back and we'll move forward with the project. See you in a second. Alright, and the rail is placed. I believe I got all of it. It looks like it. So I am going to try to do the redstone and explain it at the same time. Hopefully I can do it. It's easier to go back afterward and explain after things are done, but I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing right away. And the first thing I want to do is, oops, it's a little cramped under here. Okay, first thing I want to do is show what will happen. I've got 2 minecarts with hoppers. I'm going to go ahead and place the first one. Like I said, it'll sit there, it'll unload, and then it'll get sent off. And it will go down and just back and forth all the way to the end, and then it'll come back around, trigger the detector rail, and continue. So let me put the second one down, send that off as well. I'm going to see how quickly I can get this in place. So, well, there goes that. Alright, so the idea is that this track is going to need to be powered through this block because I don't want the repeater coming up right next to the track. I don't want any chance of the cart accidentally getting pushed off of the track. So we'll go like that. And what we're going to have is we're going to have a pulse former that does multiple things. It will detect, let's see here. How did I have? Right. Okay. So what we have is like this, I believe. I need more comparators. So I'm going to actually have to cut again already. But basically, if there's something in there, it's going to turn off. How did I have it set up? Actually, tell you what. I need to get more comparators. I know this has been a short segment, but I'm going to come right back and let's see, is that both carts? Oh, that one got sent out. Yeah. Now, if they bump into each other, you'll see one will continue, the other may get stuck, but eventually they do straighten each other out. If I remember correctly, unless I didn't do it right. In my test world, it works fine. Tell you what, I'm going to create some more comparators. I'm going to go quick run over to my test world and look at what I had over there, make sure I'm doing it right. And I will be right back. Okay, and I am back again, and I figured out what it was that I did in my test world. So let me add some light here So what I had in my test world was like so. A torch there. Okay. And that. Let me clear this. Okay, so the comparator looking at the oh, there's the hopper minecart. Okay, the comparator looking at the hopper sends signal to a redstone dust down here, which sends a repeater into this block, which turns off a redstone torch. It looks like I don't have enough repeaters. Let me grab some smooth stone. And I need some sticks. Let's go like this. Repeater. And torch. Grab. Repeater. Grab. Done. That is one of the many reasons I love NEI. Alright, so underneath of this, we've got a repeater that goes into that block, sends the signal through to this repeater that turns off that torch as well. Now we take this redstone dust right here and go like that. Let me put my hopper minecart back in play so you can see what's going on. And I may actually end up only having one cart in the system. We'll see. And it doesn't matter which direction you push it, because the way I've got it set up, it'll always return to going the right direction. In fact, if you add the second one facing the wrong direction, it might actually fit into the system better, because then it'll do whatever. Okay. Anyway, so we'll take this, take a repeater off of that block there. I'll go like this. Okay, sticky piston right here. Sticky piston here for the pulse former. We'll take the cobblestone. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to use a wood block just so that it's easily distinguished as a separate item. Take a repeater here. Oh, not there. There. And here. Like so. This one I can actually add a slight tick delay to. Let's see. What else? Let me through. Need redstone coming through. Like so. Oh, I may be running low on redstone. And yeah, I might actually be running low on redstone. So basically what this is going to do is, if I have, yes, I do have more. Good. I hope that's enough for the project. We'll find out. Okay, so that will send the pulse that will send the carts back off on the track. Let's see. Where's my bow? Actually, yeah, I may have to take one of these hopper minecarts out of play, because it looks like they're snagging. Now, I might just have to change the way the powered rails are set up. I actually have more spares than I thought I would, so I might add a third powered rail to each of these sections. Let's see here. So that's coming along. That's going to be coming down here shortly. And the way it should work is, yep, there you go. So it will turn off the power to this track. Or actually, no, the track stays off. It will turn off the pulse former. And if the cart has something in it, it will keep it off long enough to unload, and then when it's done unloading, it will send a pulse that is long enough for the cart to get onto the detector rail, which will keep it powered and send it out. Which is complicated. Yes, I know. Okay, so now here we go. We need send that along. We need droppers like this. Oh, and that thing fell. Oops, and broke redstone. Okay, so we need droppers here, like this, as high as we can get them. Probably don't need to be that high, but I was going to have just a normal filtering system that would filter saplings into this chest, apples into this chest, and then surplus into 2 more chests over here. Or not necessarily surplus, but miscellaneous other items like tools or whatever other people drop on the ground that happen to that could happen to get picked up. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. But okay, so now we've got this. What we need is a comparator. Like here. We'll go like this, this, and that. That needs a block. There. And I need torches. There's a lot of redstone in this system. Yes, it is my own concept. No, I don't know if somebody else has come up with the idea before. I'm kind of hoping it's my own idea. It is my own idea, but I'm kind of hoping that I'm the first to think of it. But it is Minecraft. It is especially vanilla Minecraft. And it is very possible that somebody else has thought of the same idea I had, because there is nothing original anymore. As the saying goes, there is nothing new under the sun. Or sometimes under the moon. There we go. Alright. So this will come up to a hopper chain, which will go along the top. And there will be filters that go down to the various chests. I know it probably doesn't need to go this high, but overkill. Yay. I don't care that much. Besides, I've got the supplies. I might as well use them. The redstone, actually, I got all my own redstone by mining. I'm not using redstone that anybody else collected. It was just from using that Fortune 3 pick that I miss so very much because it broke. But yes. Okay, so this portion is done. The part that sends the cart out along the track, and I forgot to restart my timer again, so it's very possible this will be a very long episode. But either way, so the cart will go and do its collecting thing. That's taken care of. Anything it does collect will come into this dropper. This bottom dropper, actually, this one down here. And we have a comparator, and am I out of repeaters again? Oh boy. So comparator goes like that, repeater goes there, which I will make a repeater in a second, and that goes like that. And that is the clock that sends things up the item elevator. Now we're going to need a hopper into there, a hopper into there. And the thing with the sorting arrangement is that I want to have overflow prevention. I need to have something to prevent clogs that break the sorting. And because people because there will be a ton of saplings produced very, very quickly. This is... I started with maybe a stack of saplings. I think less. I think I started with about 50 saplings. And I used it as a manual tree farm for a couple hours and ended up with 4 stacks of saplings, and almost a stack of apples. So it will very quickly back up, and I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is add a detection that will, let's see, how can I do this? That will disable the sorting, or that will, actually no, I'll just, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do the overflow. What I did in my test world was I made an overflow path, similar to how downward takes priority over sideways. What I did in my test world was I had, oops, I had something like, let me see, what do I have under here? Okay, good. So what I did in my test world, okay, can't go there, but I can go, yeah, this'll work. What I did in my test world, ooh, repeating myself, was I how do I, that's okay. I'm trying to think of how I want to dispose of the items, because really I don't need the extra items. So what I'll probably do is I will feed into that last dropper. Perfect! I will feed them into that last dropper, which will, I can't have it drop there. I can have it drop under there. That'll work. Like this. Alright. And then I can close this up like that, that. And what I will do is I'll put lava under this dropper and a clock for the dropper. And then what I'll have is I will have the hopper go here, here, there. This one can go out of the way. That goes that way. And this goes that way. Well, let me see where my hoppers went. There. And there. Okay. So, what we have is I have to put the sorting system up here, up high. But when the samplings are filtered out, they will first go into that chest. When that chest becomes full, this hopper will back up. When this hopper backs up, they will flow down this line and down into this dropper. The same thing will happen with the apples. When the chest fills up, this hopper will back up. This hopper will then pump into this and down into the dropper. And then I'll have a dropper, or I'll have a clock, which means I need to move this access point here to over here and close that wall. Well, not completely closed, but anyway, I can take that out too, because that's where the, yeah. And that just dropped in, so the thing's in that chest. But sidetracked. So then apples and saplings that overflow will go into this dropper and get burned up by lava. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I will do a sorting system over here that pumps into each of these. So, oops. Is that under? No, okay, one more. There we go, and I should have two. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, so the standard hopper sorting system, which will be that. Do I have torch? Let's see. No, up one. Okay. Need to go there, there, and there. And then the same on this side. Go like this. Okay, now I'm starting to get back into my groove. Yay! Alright, so I should still have enough comparators. I'm going to need one more repeater. And it's just parkour. Comparator here. There we go. And let me just do this the easy way. Nope, that didn't work. Oops. Oh, and it is getting dark. Wow, I am really not doing the greatest this episode, but that's alright. So, where's the repeater? Repeater. I'm going to need one more repeater, so this is perfect. I need torch there, 2 torches left. Enough smooth stone to where I can go like this, that, and second repeater. Now I just need to go like this, take the comparator, go like that. Is that? Oh. Come on. Ah. Nope. Nope. Maybe if I can... Come on. There we go. No, that was... Well, it should have worked. How about, like, that? There, that was easier. Okay, so, now I just need to attach hopper, and we need saplings. Ooh, I have another hopper in there. Yay! And I should have another hopper in there. Or 2. Cool. And probably there. Yep. Okay, so I still have more hoppers. Alright, so, I already explained the sorting system last episode. I don't feel that I need to explain it again, but that should be... What is not... Oh, I must have broken some of the... Oh, I didn't place the redstone. That's why. Okay, so there. Get there. And that will start sorting saplings into the chest. And they are not going into the dropper. Alright, now the next one is apples. Yep, and they will go here. Alright. Back again. I am out of stone brick. Almost. Looks like I do have a little bit left. But, oh yeah, and I need to put my food back in my inventory. Oh, I almost fell down in there. That would not have been good. Because I don't have ender pearls to get back out. Okay, so I decided what I was going to do with the barrier to keep the trees short. I have to go up there and finish it, but I need more stone brick. I've got tons of cobble, so I just have to smelt it up and craft it and everything. But what I'm going to do is either have each one of these come down as an arch on both sides, or what I was thinking just a few seconds ago is maybe instead of having that, I'll have a double wide arch go up here and then split out to all 4 and just hang over and not connect it in the back. I'm not sure yet. But as you can see, trees are already growing. I have to go, let's see, I do have iron, and I will have sticks in a second. There we go. I need a pick real quick. This is going to be most likely a very long episode. I normally try not to do too much editing, but I may have to cut, I try not to cut out too much of the good stuff. But I may have to cut some of this out if it ends up being more than, I'd say, probably about 45 minutes. And according to my stopwatch and counting the time that I had forgotten to run the stopwatch, chances are it's going to be close to an hour's worth of footage, and I just cannot. I think that's too much for a lot of people to be able to actually watch, especially with multiple subscriptions and things like that. So maybe I shouldn't have had the trees grow yet. So if the episode has some cuts, it's probably because I had too much footage and I ended up cutting the parts that didn't feel as necessary. But I did cover a lot of redstone in this episode, so it may have to be a long episode. But yeah, so this, other than the arches to stop the trees from growing, this is essentially the final design. And I should... Yep, the slabs that dropped are in that chest. So tools will end up going in this chest, and probably not much else. Hopefully people will remember to use them. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the episode. I definitely did. I love doing this stuff. I am really having an amazing time on this server. We actually had a decision today, or a request today, for people to vote on what we're going to do now that 1.7 should be out very, very soon. In fact, by the time this episode goes up, 1.7 should probably already be out. And I believe the decision we have all come to, normal players as well as the server council, is that we're going to wait for 1.7 and give it a couple extra days to see if 1.71 comes out, as it usually does. And at that point, everybody would like the server to update to 1.7. So very, very soon, possibly by next episode, we should be on 1.7. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode. I will see you next time, and have a great day.